Hello, everybody. This is Trina Gunzel, and my next guest today is Natalie Hankins, and I'm super excited to have her with us so that she can share her story and we can learn a little bit more about her experience and expertise. This month, we are doing some special features with our guests to really learn about an amazing story in their life that they have went through, and it's a challenge that they have overcome, and now how they're on the other side of it and sharing their success story. So, Natalie, I'm so excited to meet you and learn more about you.
I'm happy to be here.
So tell me a little bit more about, some people like to go through their whole life story so we can get more flavor of who you are and where you grew up and what your life was like. But once you're like most people, I would say everybody has some kind of heart story that is a place and space that they went through a big challenge, they learned something, and now they're excited to share it with someone else. So does that kind of fit any part of your life?
I have so many stories. It's hard to know where to begin, but I will just begin with so for over 20 years, I spent, 20 years of my life just helping my two children who have special needs reach their full potential.
Awesome.
Until one day I was, after they had um, aged out of the school system, I was like, well, how am I going to continue this for the next 20 years?
Right.
And so that's when I discovered One of Tony Robbins Coaching Institutes and became
Yeah.
a certified life coach.
Awesome.
And so in that first certification, I learned how to meet my own needs because
Mhm.
we all have 6 essential human needs according to Tony Robbins and his strategy. But if we, aren't fulfilled in our lives, then more than likely one or more of our 6 essential human needs are not being met. So I had that love and connection because that was something that, my son has autism,
Mm.
and I had worked very hard and did, homeschooled for over 7 years. And his verbal IQ actually increased by 29 points over the years. And so now, I just get to live in the miracle of having that connection, that relationship with him, and conversations every day with him. So
That's
lots
beautiful.
lots of little stories like that, but I'll try to stay on track. um, so, I had that love and connection in my life, but I was missing the significance, growth, and contribution that
Mhm.
my coaching career now provides, because I just feel like I'm living my purpose now as a career confidence and mindset coach, helping other women discover the confidence to make their impact on the world through their lives and their businesses. So last year, I was certified in mindset coaching through the Life Coach School.
Mhm.
And that's just amazing for everything in life and in business. So my life transformed yet again. The more coaching I get, the more transformation, right?
Right.
And so, and so I get to share that everything that I've learned through all of my life experiences and also my 2 certifications, to my clients. And it's been just amazing, and helping them, reach their impossible goals too. And I just feel like, when we have the confidence and the mindset and the passion and the purpose, then we can achieve anything we set our minds to.
I agree. That is awesome. And I wonder, so as part of your story, did you have a major bump in the road that was kind of holding you back that you had to overcome in confidence in order to do what you're doing today?
Well, I tell you what, there was someone in my life who did not want me to become a life coach.
Mm.
So he did not think that people would be willing to pay for my coaching. And so, while I did not have any idea when I just started out, like how I was going to market myself, what
Yeah.
I did have was 100% confidence in myself that I could help people.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what it really takes. And that's where I feel like, I mean, honestly, I've never really struggled with confidence, but I feel like that's my area of specialty, of expertise, is that I love helping other women, feel confident so that they can make their unique impact on the world, because I believe that we're all unique. We all have special gifts and talents to share with the world. And, confidence comes from what we tell ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And so I believe that when we're confident in who we are and what we have to offer, then that's when we can make our impact on the world.
That's beautiful. I love that. And I love that you shared the story about your son. When I was teaching full time, one of my very first classrooms I taught was a first and second grade dual immersion. So that means I taught all morning in English and all afternoon in Spanish. And it was half English speakers, half Spanish speakers. And 2 of my students were autistic out of a class of 28.
Wow.
And as a first year teacher, this was, oh my gosh, like 25 years ago when I first started out. It was like every teacher, they had a teacher quit the week before school started. And it's like every teacher scooped out their top 3 or 5 students who they didn't really want to have in their class and put them all into mine. So first year teaching, I had 15 kids with some kind of IEP or behavior need or special needs. And it was like, okay, we're going to teach with love. We're going to put in some structure. We're going to do lots of thematic. And one of the autistic boys I had, his whole thing was trains. Like he loved anything associated with trains. And so rather than cause a problem with that, we just themed everything with trains. I found a book that had a train in it to match anything, and it made it really fun. But I think there's a whole new level of confidence and assertiveness and clarity in instruction and organization you have to have when you're working with autistic students. So I can only imagine your strengths in that area as a mother of an autistic child.
Well, a lot of what I do, and I actually have a strengths process.
Yeah, I believe it. I didn't even know it's our first time talking. Of course you do. That's great. Tell me.
I love to draw out your strengths, right? So that you have the confidence to take action, because that's really, no matter what business you have. Yeah. So the way the mindset model works is our thoughts create our feelings, our feelings motivate our actions, and our actions give us our results. So that's why mindset is so important, because it all starts with the thought that we're focusing on.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I was just going to say, at the same time, we're all human. So we have 80% automatic negative thoughts, according to the National Science Foundation. So it's my most important job to listen to those from my clients and then help them focus on a more empowering thought that they also believe. And that's where I really have to come in most of the time, right, to help them, because a lot of times we just believe that limiting belief or that automatic thought, is just a fact. And so that's where I have to really come in to help my clients.
That's beautiful. Yeah. And I was just going to say, and wouldn't you say also that confidence, like that transcends to any aspect of life, not only in their business, but maybe confidence to date someone again, or confidence to go to that job interview, or go on that vacation, or say yes to something they really want that they're actually kind of afraid of, but that's just a limiting belief and thought pattern that came from someone else. That's not who they actually are.
Absolutely. And so I do coach on everything in life and in business. And that's why I do offer a free breakthrough session. Because right now my coaching is all one-on-one. But I do offer that free breakthrough session. So that way, we talk about what your most important goals are in your life and or business, and how you can break through the obstacles that you're facing, because usually the obstacles are limiting beliefs.
Yep, I agree. And so if someone was looking to work with you and wanted help on that, say they have confidence, they want confidence to be able to do what they really want to do, and they want to do one-to-one coaching sessions with you, what do you charge them for that?
Well, I don't talk about what I charge until that breakthrough session, because for one thing, my rates are constantly changing.
Okay.
So, but they could just go to limitlesslifecoach.net to schedule that free breakthrough session, or join my Facebook group, Confident Women Thrive in Business.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And just when you're doing one-to-one coaching, because I know for me, I have a lot of group programs, but for my one-to-one coaching, I always like to have a connection call to you to see, because I don't work with anyone one-to-one. Like for me, I have really high ticket, like celebrity packages and things. And so like if someone's doing a 100K offer, that's very different than someone doing a 2K package or, 12K. And so just that time, because when you're doing the kind of work you do, I used to do only life coaching and transformational breakthrough sessions one-to-one for years. And I would find sometimes it's like you want to really be cautious of who you link energy with, you know?
Absolutely.
So I'm sure you found that too in your.
I have, and I'm still working on that because
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're saying. So, but that's okay. That's in process. What I've learned, I think one of the most important lessons that I've learned as a business owner is to focus my energy where my ideal clients are.
Yep, I agree.
So that is helping me to really focus my energy and my time.
Mhm.
And, and I can help you do that, right? With the mindset coaching is amazing for helping with that time management because time can't actually be managed. Only our minds can be managed.
I
So,
like that.
so I really help women entrepreneurs to pursue their ambitious business goals while having that work-life balance.
So
Because
that time, that's cool. So
yeah,
how would you say in your story, Natalie, because we know everybody is different in their own unique way, and so what we like to kind of shine the light on is in the sea of life coaches, right? All around the world, if you were going to pick one aspect of your life and your business that kind of sets you apart, so people could say, okay, of all these thousands of coaches, why would they pick to work with you as their life coach?
again, I think it's because I have a passion for helping women feel confident about themselves so that they can really live their best lives. I mean, that's what it comes down to. I feel like I'm living my purpose.
Mhm.
And I know that I hear so many women talk about how, they're lacking the confidence. And when you're
Yeah,
lacking the confidence, you don't you don't make yourself visible,
that's
right?
right.
You don't make as many offers. So it's
Mhm.
really you have to have that confidence first, and then you're going to make more offers and get more visible so that you can make your impact on the world. And that's what really motivates me. I just love helping other women do that. And the reason why I'm smiling so big right now is because I'm thinking of, specific clients that I've helped do that. I just love, it's like a ripple effect.
Yeah,
And
it
I love
is. And having a confidence coach in our corner, like I can recognize you have a really sweet, nurturing spirit. And, a lot of people, they don't feel confident because at some point along the way, someone said or did something to them, and
mm-hmm,
now they're afraid to reach. They're afraid to put themselves out there. And, if
mm-hmm,
you can help them get that breakthrough where they're not in that place and space, then they can really go do whatever it is they want to do. And it might not look like what their life is right now, but once they get on their own way,
exactly.
they can move. I love
Yeah.
it. I love it. So I would love it if you want to say, what is a way if people wanted to get in touch with you again that they can reach you?
Well, thank you so much. So my website is limitlesslifecoach.net, or join me on Facebook at Confident Women Thrive in Business, or on Instagram, natalie.hankins.life.coach.
That's perfect. Awesome. And you said that they could even start with a free breakthrough session. If somebody's lacking confidence, a lot of people come to these Women in Power events because they want to be empowered. They resonate with our speakers. They see that they're doing amazing things and on stage and launching books and connecting with people all over the world. So, if someone is listening to this and you need help getting out of your own way, Natalie can help you with that confidence piece. So reach out to her and do that free breakthrough session. You're going to have a lot of fun. She has a sweet spirit, and my personal gratitude for you for raising a son with autism and just knowing behind the scenes the patience and structure and all the amazing things that you do to raise your family. So thank you, to honor you as a mother and business owner.
Well, and thank you. I do appreciate that you were in the trenches as a teacher, so I really appreciate you as well.
Thank you. Yeah, it is, talk about grace and patience, right? People would always ask me, they're like, how do you do it? They'd come in because we did like Project Fridays. My kids love to earn. Friday time was a time where Mondays they would tell me a plan of something they wanted to create, and then I'd let them list the materials, so all week we could collect them. And then Friday we had everything done so that when they took their tests or we finished in the morning, they got all day to create. And the kids made things like bird houses, and they made little villages for their little Lego people, and baking, and we'd have experts in. And it was that time to create and freedom that I think a lot of times kids don't get in school, anymore. And as adults, it's that power of play that I always like to help my clients infuse and kind of draw that out in them again, so they can do what makes their heart smile, not just do something for a job, but really what lights you up and makes your heart smile. So thank you for that. I think honestly, coaching adults and training them has been, if not more fun for me even than coaching kids, because adults are grown up kids, except a lot of times they didn't get to live their full dreams or fulfill their higher purpose. So it's fun doing that together.
Well, I love that we ended this way because I love helping women do what makes their heart smile.
Oh,
So,
it's so
yes, I think that's what it's all about.
I love it. All right, Natalie, well, you are awesome. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording, and you guys have the information. I'll make sure to put it in the notes so that you can connect with Natalie as well. And thank you so much for being on this episode and sharing your story.
Well, thank you so much for having me.